Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 20. Yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Geno now to throw. Steps away to his left. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Rush in.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan from 17 yards out. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Out of the gun, Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
On fourth down, Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, 52 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Throw out wide to Walker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 50, it's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Smith. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Smith. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 44 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this is back to an 8-point game. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
56, the mark, boy, 56, check 56.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Smith on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing now is Geno. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. A shotgun snap for Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Crosby for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-power offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Geno on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Check 56. You can't block me. You can't block me.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, Charles and I.